Call the Owatonna City Council meeting to order for Tuesday, November 1st. May we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Svenby.
Here.
Dotson.
Here.
Okerberg.
Here.
Schultz.
Here.
Burbank.
Here.
Rainey.
Here.
Abraham.
Here.
Mayor Kuntz.
Here.
We have all 7 of the council and the mayor present.
Thank you. Oh, I did forget one. We've got a student representative today that will be with us for this week and possibly another week, and her name is Erin Stephenson, and we'd like to welcome you. So with that, we'd like to have you join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to welcome everyone here tonight for our council meeting, and with that, we do have an addition to the agenda of a 3.61 policy for controlling access to not public data on individuals. And with that, we'll look for a motion to approve as changed.
So moved.
Motion by Brent Svenby to approve as presented. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Greg Schultz. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? This has been approved. We will now move down to 1.4, which is the mayor has a proclamation, and we will give it to you, Tom.
Thank you very much, Les. This one is a week old already, but we didn't get the chance to read it at the last meeting, so I'll do it at this one. Proclamation, City of Owatonna, whereas October 23rd through October 29th, 2016 is Red Ribbon Week, and whereas Red Ribbon Week is a time of gratitude for all the lives that remain drug-free, and whereas Red Ribbon Week is a time to pledge to live a safe and drug-free life, and whereas Red Ribbon Week is a time to remember those we have lost in the fight against drugs, and whereas substance abuse is particularly damaging to one of our most valuable resources, our children, and a contributing factor in the 3 leading causes of death for teenagers: accidents, homicides, and suicides. And whereas it is the goal of the City of Owatonna to involve families, schools, businesses, churches, law enforcement agencies, and service organizations in all aspects of this campaign, and establish an atmosphere that supports awareness, education, ongoing initiatives to prevent illegal drug use. Therefore, I, Thomas A. Kuntz, Mayor of the City of Owatonna, hereby proclaim this week as Red Ribbon Week, dated October 24th.
Thank you, Tom. And with that, we'll move on to the financial report and ask Councilmember Schultz to read the financial report.
Expenditures presented for approval tonight are as follows. Checks over $20,000 are $21,110 to Walbrin and Furness Trust account for the purchase of 215 East Pearl, $22,488 to the Owatonna Chamber of Commerce for the September lodging tax, $41,255 to the Department of Corrections for the ICWC crew from April 18th to September 30th, $41,739 to Hydro Clean for the CIPPS project, $116,418 to the Southeast Service Cooperative, that is the October health insurance premium, $126,726 to JJD Companies for water main replacements, $296,115 to Winona Mechanical for the Bridge Street lift station, $351,309 to Wenzel Construction for the Southeast Stormwater Sewer Project Phase 2. Other expenditures of $275,880 make a total presented for approval tonight of $1,293,043.13.
Thank you, Greg. You all heard the report. What is your wishes?
Motion to pay the bills.
A motion by Kevin Rainey to pay the bills. Do you have a second?
Second.
Second by Nate Dotson. Any further discussion on any of those? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? This has been approved. Moving down to consent agenda items, which are minutes of meetings, permit requests, etc., other reports, all grouped into one motion. What is the council's wishes on this?
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
We have a motion by Dave Burbank to approve the consent agenda items. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Brent Svenby. Any further discussion on any of those? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Moving down to action items 3.2.1, first reading of proposed ordinance 14-16, license fee for brew pubs and brewer tap rooms. And this will go to Chris. Mark.
The purpose memo here explains that when we have the regular on-sale licenses, we have an investigation fee, and the recently adopted ordinance that you adopted authorizing the issuance of brew pub and brewer taproom licenses didn't expressly provide for an investigation fee. So you can see that proposed ordinance number 1416 makes it the same as a regular on-sale license, that there has to be an investigation and an investigation fee. So it's in the nature of a housekeeping ordinance. They just picked that up.
Okay, that's 3.2.1, and what is the council's wishes? Thank you, Mark.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Jeff Volkerberg, second. Second by
Nate.
Oh, Nate. I didn't hear it over there. Second by Nate Dodson. Any further discussion?
And
Seeing none?
actually, the accompanying memos for these two ordinances were just reversed. So actually, the ordinance that you just adopted would have been agenda item 3.22, because what you adopted was the amendment to amend the brew pub ordinance to provide for this background investigation
Okay,
fee.
so we're actually doing 2.2 or 3.2.2.
Right, that's the one you just adopted,
Okay,
or it's up for voting.
okay. That being correct, the votes, motion still stand?
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Any other discussion? This being an ordinance, ask for roll call.
Councilmember Spenby.
Aye.
Dodson.
Aye.
Okaberg.
Aye.
Schultz.
Aye.
Burbank.
Aye.
Rainey.
Aye.
Abraham.
Aye.
All 7 ayes.
Okay, and this is the first reading, so there will be the second reading on our next council meeting on the second meeting in November. Moving down to 3.2.1, which is the license fee for brew pubs and brew tap rooms.
Yes, this ordinance adopts a schedule of license fees to be added to our Appendix A, which is our fee schedule. And it provides various licenses for brew pub on-sale licenses, brewer taproom licenses, and the like. And essentially, if a holder of an on-sale liquor license already has an on-sale liquor license, he's not being, or she's not being asked to pay for another on-sale license, because they have that, they already have that. But if they're going to be a brew pub on sale, but they don't already have an on-sale license, then they would need to get an on-sale license. And the same holds true for if we already have an on-sale licensee who has an on-sale Sunday license, that licensee would not need to get another on-sale license for the purpose of operating a brew pub. It's only when they don't have such a license that they need to. So it's laid out in the ordinance that they're accepted out if they already have a license.
Would we need to have them get a license that includes a brew pub if that's what they choose to do?
They would have to get a license, but they wouldn't have it. That's a good question. They should get a license from us authorizing them to operate a brew pub, but it wouldn't be necessary for them to pay an additional fee.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
And these were pretty much, we looked at a number of these. These fees that are provided here are consistent with the cities of Rochester, Duluth, and St. Cloud.
Okay, very good. Thank you. What is the council's wishes on this?
Motion to approve.
A motion by Kevin Rainey to approve. Do you have a second?
Second.
Second by Greg Schultz. Any further discussion there?
I do have one thing to clarify. So the cost of the on-sale license is essentially the same, correct, as for the brew pub on-sale or standard on-sale?
No, a standard on-sale license is
$3,000.
It's about $3,000.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you already have a license to operate an on-sale, like an Applebee's, for example,
Right.
they have a $3,000 for their on-sale, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Any other questions? Seeing none, this being an ordinance update, ask for a roll call.
Councilmember Spenby.
Aye.
Dotson.
Aye.
Okaberg.
Aye.
Schultz.
Aye.
Burbank.
Aye.
Rainey.
Aye.
Abraham.
Aye.
All 7 ayes.
Thank you, and this has been approved again, this first reading, so there will be the second one at our next council meeting. And now we move down to resolutions 3.3.1, resolution 97-16, authorize to transfer funds. And this we go to Rhonda.
Thank you. This resolution would approve the transfer of funds. Back when the city had their local option sales tax, the taxes were collected within a special revenue fund, and the projects which were going to be funded with that sales tax were accounted for in 2 separate capital projects funds, one for transportation projects and one for the building improvement projects. Well, during the period of time when we were collecting those taxes, a portion was allocated to each of those funds. With the Art Center project now being completed this last year, a final accounting of all the sales tax projects was completed. And based on this final accounting and the future planned use of the excess funds, a portion of these funds are being transferred to the building improvement portion of the capital projects funds. There is no budget impact on this, and staff would recommend approval of this resolution.
Thank you, Rhonda. Any questions from the council? Seeing none, what is council's wishes?
Motion to approve.
We have a motion by Greg Schultz to approve. Do you have a second?
Second.
Second by Dave Burbank. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? This has been approved. Thank you, Rhonda. Moving down to 3.3.2, which is Resolution 98-16, restrictive parking at 1820 Hartle Avenue. And this will go to Kyle.
Nope, you're going to go to me. I gave Kyle
Chris.
the night off. He only
Okay.
had one item. So we received a request from SIMCAC for designating a bus parking sign, bus parking only, directly in front of the Head Start preschool. And staff looked into it and would recommend approval.
Thank you, Chris. Questions from the council?
Motion to approve.
We have a motion by Nate Dotson to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Brent Svenby. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? This has been approved. Moving down to contracts and agreements, 3.4.1, 2016 to 2017 labor agreement, International Union of Operator Engineers, and this will go to Chris.
You know, I'm going to have Lynn, our HR director, handle this one.
Okay.
All right.
Welcome.
Thank you. So we've been in agreements with Local 70, and we came to a tentative agreement. And the agreement has been to approve a 2% wage increase for 16 and 17. And also, we developed a memo of understanding constructed to provide placement of incumbent members employed as of December 31st, 2015 be placed on the step in the employer's salary structure before it was increased by 2%. That is closest to but not lower than their base salary as of December 31st, 2015. The bargaining unit employees will receive a step increase under the employer's salary structure as of September 1, 2016 and June 1, 2017. And this is consistent with all other contracts that we have settled. And the budget impact to implement the new contract for Local 70 is $150,194. And we recommend approval of the proposed contracts.
Thank you. Now, this has been signed by...
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Questions from the council? What is the council's wishes?
Motion to approve.
We have a motion by Jeff Okelberg to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Dave Burbank. Any further discussion there?
One quick comment. I'd like to thank Lynn for her hard work on this and getting another contract signed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes. Okay, any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? This has been approved. Now, the addition one we are adding is miscellaneous items 3.6.1, policy for controlling access to not public data on individuals. And this will go to Chris.
Yes, this is mine. What we're asking the council tonight is to update our data practice policies. We need to have a specific policy on controlling access to not public data on individuals. So I've attached a policy. Mark Walbron has also reviewed this policy. We would ask that there's no budget impact. We'd ask the council to approve it.
Thank you, Chris. Any questions from the council?
Chris, would this go into our city policy manual?
Yeah, it would go, it's not under a personnel policy manual, but it would be a separate policy.
Okay.
Yes.
Any other questions?
Motion to approve.
We have a motion by Greg Schultz to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Nate Dotson. Any further discussion there? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? This has been approved. We are now down to public comment, and if anyone in the audience wishes to speak on any item that is not on the agenda, we will allow them 2 minutes. Please come in and sign in at the microphone.
Let's just get a stamp.
That's a good idea, right?
Over Roger stamp there.
I'll leave my address off. Everybody knows where I live, 646 East Vine.
I know your address. Maybe just put
I got a copy of the Owatonna People's Press from October 21st, 2016, unsightly sandbar returns. One we dredged out last year, and now we supposed to be doing it again. Okay, I object to using property tax dollars to remove a sandbar from a river that some consider unsightly. I was at a study session earlier, I believe it was earlier this year, where the city engineer presented some proposals for remedying the Owatonna Public Library and the downtown flooding. Part of the solution was to install some stormwater retention ponds. Let me request that rather than digging some sand out of the river, that's not going to accomplish anything, and it's going to be back next year again, we put in some stormwater retention ponds with city crews. Thank you.
Thank you, Roger. Anyone else? We will move on to council comment, and we will start with Council Member Svenby.
I got nothing this evening, Les.
Thank you. Nate?
Get out and vote next week, and I will remind everyone that is voting. I've seen a lot of flyers in the mail, as I'm sure you all have. If any state legislator is telling you your property taxes will go down if you vote for them, that is not true. They do not have the authority to do that. We handle that. So, we have not made any grand bargains with any incumbent or running legislators. So while it may present an opportunity to do that, there is no guarantee of that. So keep that in mind.
Thank you. Greg?
I just remind everybody to go out and vote. It's one of the privileges of the great country we live in. And next Friday is Veterans Day, and we certainly appreciate all the things they've done, and I would encourage everybody to say thank you to a veteran.
Thank you, Greg. Jeff?
Just go along with what Nate and Greg have said and get out and vote, and hope to see everybody out.
Thank you, Jeff. Dave?
All I have to say tonight is good luck.
Country. Okay. Thank you. Kevin?
First, I attended the trick-or-treat trail on Saturday. Congratulations and thank you to the Park and Rec staff. They did an outstanding job. I didn't realize Owatonna had that many kids under the age of 8. They did a great job organizing it. It was run very professionally, so thank you for that. Had a couple of people question me in the last couple of days in regards to the Main Street and garbage. I know that was part of a study session earlier this year. Could we get an update where we're at with that for the next city council meeting, please?
Certainly.
And last but not least, welcome Erin Stephenson. I've known Erin for at least 4 years. She's an outstanding young woman, and I am very, very happy that she chose to join us.
Thank you, Kevin. And Erin, do you have anything you'd like to add? I'm putting you on the spot now. I think you could ask Kevin how many bags of candy he got.
I got a couple.
Okay. Tom?
Just a reminder, I believe that this Saturday we fall back on daylight savings time, so everybody, it'll get darker a lot earlier and brighter a little bit earlier.
Thank you. Chris?
Just a quick reminder that our deer hunt season, our archery hunt in our park started today. We have 2 seasons. The first season is November 1st through the 22nd. Second season is November 23rd through December 20th. We have 7 locations, all in the parks, 14 hunters per season, and just a reminder.
Thank you, Chris. And from my standpoint, Jeff?
Chris, could we get last year we got a map of where those locations were. Could we get that in our email, possibly from Park and Rec again?
Of the hunting locations?
The hunting locations where the hunters are at in
There's
the park.
specific tree stands? Or?
There's specific tree stands where they're at. I know they have it available. I just would like it sent to us so we know. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. And from my standpoint, please get out and vote. It's your right to do that and make that choice. So with that, look for a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Motion by Kevin Rainey to adjourn. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Nate Dodson. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Adjourn.